In today's classrooms, artificial intelligence transforms how students learn and how teachers teach. But as AI becomes more powerful, the way we use it matters more than ever. Ethical AI use in education means using tools like ChatGPT or other platforms to support learning, not to bypass it. To explore this topic further, we interviewed Dr. Chris Ma to hear what he had to say about using AI responsibly in school.
Historically, technology has always kind of promised to revolutionize education, and historically it hasn't really done that. We still have the same persistent gaps that we've had for a long time, and so I'm skeptical that it will deliver on some of the promises that you hear. But that said, I do think it will have a pretty big impact, maybe about the same scale as the impact that the internet had. I think the biggest change will be in changing the types of skills that kids will need and students will need to be successful. Specifically, I think there will be much more emphasis placed on critical thinking, the ability to assess a source's credibility, and different types of skills like that. I also think it'll really change the way that students consume information and create information.
We also asked Dr. Ma how students should and shouldn't be using AI in their own learning.
One way that I use a lot of these tools is I basically use it as a tutor. So I can ask follow-up questions. I can prompt AI to ask me questions to make sure that I understand. But those are types of skills that need to be taught, and they don't come intuitively. And the much easier thing for students to do, even if they're not trying to cheat per se, is just look for the answer and then just take the answer. But that's not real learning. And so I think the way that I think about a lot of these tools is it's less about the tool and what the tool does and more about what the learner is using the tool for. A student could ask ChatGPT to give them suggest 5 topic sentences for this essay. And if the student just copies and pastes the best one, they're not actually learning anything. But if they're reading all 5 of them, thinking about the strengths and maybe the limitations of each version, and then rewriting one themselves, then they've actually learned quite a bit.
For In Focus, I'm Nicole Liu, co-reporting with Elan Millman and Savannah Taylor.